Working is for fucking stupid idiots. And I'm not an idiot. So I don't want to work.
We've been working on our episodes for, I don't know, 2+ months, and
way
all of a sudden
before
we're
all of this.
stuck, and we're like, we got to get in here quickly.
I know.
Talk a little bit about it.
Yeah. We're basically ready to hit go on launch, putting the plans together, have the episodes in the hopper, and then we get isolated in our homes. Well, not too isolated. We're both here.
But
But
tomorrow we're not.
We had to respond to this
had
because I mean, life is completely different. It's work short, and our working life is completely turned upside down right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's some kind of ridiculous things on a day-to-day basis, some fun stuff. So kind of figured we'd take a shot at it. But seriously, like your first impression of the world that we're living in.
I think it's for us living in the middle of America. We're isolated and from a lot of things, and we see things on the news, but we're so I would say guarded. We don't believe half of this stuff is true, and I don't think things really, for me, started to sink in until March Madness basketball started to get canceled.
That's when it got real. There's no basketball, so now I care.
Yeah, all the state tournaments for the high schoolers that all season long been working.
This is the most Midwest thing ever. Like
as
soon as basketball goes, now I give a shit.
No, I actually care. But I think it's been crazy. It's been interesting. My kids now have extended break until at least the first week of May.
Dude, what's that been like? A whole house full of people. Like 2 weeks. What's it like? 2 weeks now?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks now. Yeah, so people that maybe don't know me, I've got a very modest 3-bedroom 1970 or 71 house.
Like a
classic American living the dream, and 4 kids ranging from 10 to 2, and we've got 3 cats and a dog.
That sounded busy before, but now that you see them every day, all day,
I know
that sounds a bit much.
It is. I mean, it's 10 living things running around causing chaos. And but I have to give a lot of credit to my wife. She bought a desk, put the desk together for me, made a little zen place in our bedroom that I can work, and has been a trooper, making sure the kids are quiet. Although I would say her yelling at the kids
less quiet.
But that's why we have mute on our video and conference calls.
Dude, the memes are gold.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, I haven't been on social media in 10 years, but this is the point in time where it's really starting to suck me back in.
Oh.
Because this is all of the best things about the internet. I mean, just
it's the best, but it's the worst.
It is the worst, but
either way,
you can't look away.
You can't look away. I've consumed more social media than I ever have in the past.
I know, insane. Like some of it's appropriate, a lot of it's inappropriate. I love obviously the toilet paper memes are the best.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you have like old men playing poker with toilet paper rolls. I saw one restaurant that was selling pizzas in exchange for 8 toilet paper rolls.
Yes.
Yeah. So just like, you just can't look away from that sort of stuff.
You can't. And you can't look away from the finger pointing on whose fault it is, which is absurd to me. I mean, these things.
Well, you have to choose a side. I think that's one of the funny things.
It's like a pandemic.
People treat this like it's a sports team or a political race. It's like, well, who are you for? Are you for the virus or are you against it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you have to choose, but it's happening no matter what you think about it.
I was waiting for Trump to call it the Mexican virus to associate Corona with the beer and with Mexico.
Oh, that'd be a genius marketing I mean, that'd be a marketing campaign that just lands in your lap.
I think so.
If you're Corona, the beer company.
I know. Oh my gosh.
But like all the teepee stuff going on, like I looked under my cabinet and I have like 3 rolls. Immediately thought I'm good for like 2020. Like maybe address this in 2021. So I'm like, nah. Nope, no problem there. Like looked in my cupboard and, I've got like a couple sacks of dry beans. I'm like, yeah, good on food. Don't need to
got
address
beans
this out.
And TP.
So I felt like this was good until I started to do the ratios on this. I'm like, I'm really playing with fire.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I don't need any TP. I'm like, I just feel like I'm living on the edge. Like I'm really good on food, But the day that I'm not on toilet paper,
Could be an interesting
it's
day.
some risky business
Yeah.
for sure. And then I also kind of thought about like, what if I did run out? What would you do? Like, what would you do? Like if you ran out and you couldn't go to the store, what's the thing that you would do? Because I didn't think about this 2 weeks ago, but I had to think about it.
I would find any resemblance of gold and yellow Packer gear in my house, and I would cut it to
Oh,
shreds.
that was the right answer. Coming from a Bears fan and a Vikings fan, that we could agree that was the correct answer.
Yeah, that's one of the memes I saw was if you run out of toilet paper, just head to Walmart and find your nearest Packer section.
And we just lost any fan from Wisconsin right now.
Oh, well,
No, we love the Packers.
we don't want you anyway.
But you know how many rolls of toilet paper are sitting at the office right now? There's how many floors with how many restrooms?
Oh, I
That
bet they're
place
gone.
is a treasure. You think so?
Someone's taking them.
You think they're gone?
I don't know.
Because
maybe.
I'm like, well, my badge still works. I can sneak in there like
That's a
MacGyver,
good point. Yeah,
and we could survive.
that's a good point.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, in case, my bean supply overstays my TP supply. This kind of brings up another topic. I mean, can we just talk about the bidet
Yes.
for a minute here? I feel like there should be a resurgence. And actually, I saw was an article like a week ago. There's like a tenfold sales increase for bidets.
For bidets.
For bidets, man. Like I'm starting to believe like this whole thing was just a mastermind to get America on board with bidets, because like everybody else is.
Well, when I go to
All the
Home
other
Depot, I never see a bidet.
I know you
Where do you
will
get
now. I
those?
guarantee you will now. Like people are gonna start thinking about
That's
bidets.
Yeah.
Because like before this, it's just like this weird thing where that shoots water. Have you ever used one?
No, but my
You've
grandparents.
never used a bidet?
My grandparents used to have one in their. They owned a motel, and in the top was the owner's suite, and they had a bidet. I had no idea what it was.
You never used it. Did they use it?
I have no idea.
Why was it?
I remember I
In
hit
a
it a couple
mot-
times. I
wait.
remember I was in there. I was a little kid. I remember I hit it a couple times. So the water squirted up. I was like, "What's going on?"
So this is in Minnesota. So it's like
yeah,
this is rural-ish Minnesota,
yeah,
and they have a bidet.
yeah. It was like
That's
the
like
owner's
a
suite of a
European
motel.
thing.
They thought they were like big pimping. Everything had like
That's the
gold
symbol?
fixtures and stuff. It was
Dude, in Asia, the bidet
the penthouse suite.
rules supreme. You go into like a nicer hotel
Yeah.
in Asia, and you walk in. It is like the toilet is about ready to have sex with you. It's so awesome. Like you don't even turn on anything. You just walk in, and then the lights just like turn on a little bit, like not too much,
Oh.
but just enough. It's like mood lighting for this whole experience.
This
And then
is
you walk
amazing.
closer, and then the toilet opens up. It's like saying hi. And then like the seat warms up. You use the toilet, and at the end, the bidet experience, it's all in one too. And so the first time, and that's not what the first time, but that I'm just like, why doesn't everybody have this in there?
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, no, if they had those here, like it would completely change the industry. But the
Changed
first
my
time,
life.
the first time I used one, I was in like South America. It was pretty rudimentary. It was
It's like a
just
boy
like,
with a hose.
yeah, it was exactly. It was just like, it was a big toilet,
Bend over.
and I had no idea what it was. And I'm like, why are there two toilets in here? Luckily, I used the right one. I'm like, this one doesn't have a seat.
That
So
would
I
have
was
been gross.
super confused, and so I'm like, it took me like a week or two to start playing with this thing. Like I see the water shoot up, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand what it's supposed to do. I didn't have the courage.
It's like a drinking fountain
worked
while you
up.
go to the bathroom.
I know, like.
Put your cup of water right there and catch it. And, oh, this is
So
convenient.
I understood how it was used, but I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So finally work up the courage to use it, and I gotta tell you, it changed my life. It makes you rethink everything. It makes you question some things too about how much you would enjoy. Like, did I enjoy this a little too much?
It
Like,
feels that good.
what does it mean? Like, you start
I
to
love it.
rethink a lot of stuff, but it works. I mean, it's a level of clean you just can't get with toilet paper. I have no clue what we're doing in this. I get water usage and all that stuff,
It
but
sounds like an experience.
that's exactly what it is.
I mean,
I mean, even if it's a very crude one, it's still an experience. I mean, you can do this kind of stuff like on the farm too, just like garden hoses.
Yeah.
People get creative with it. But I'm just saying,
but
I
with the
think this is-
lights and the heated seat
well,
and the
that's
three
more of an
different
upscale Asian
settings.
thing. We need that.
I need that in my house.
I need that in my life. But
Yeah.
I think that's one of the upsides for this whole thing. The bidet will be back
Yeah.
on in a meaningful way. Not just a few fringe people are gonna terrified of running out of TP and they're gonna buy one. Like I'm probably gonna buy one.
Thumbs up to that, mother. Baby, stop recording me!